Good morning. At least it's morning where I am. Um, I'm Respect the Deck, and I'm here with a reading for the collective. It's a general message, see what comes out. And we already got a couple cards. There we go. The first card that we have here, let's take them how they fell, how they came out. Okay. The first card out is the King of Cups, but it's reversed. This could have to do with blockages around emotions. Perhaps you're having a hard time expressing what it is that you feel right now. You may not be as open or forthright with others when it comes to your emotions. You may be keeping a lot of what you feel in. So I'm seeing internal struggle. This card is a call for you to have more self-compassion and also to identify your inner feelings. Don't deny them. Don't avoid feeling. Feel your feelings for sure, but don't get lost or overtaken by those emotions. Treat them as visitors, as my best friend likes to say. Your feelings, that is. Treat them as visitors. Beware of who you speak to about what you're going through. Perhaps the reason why you're not really sharing much is because you're subconsciously using discernment in the situation, or, feeling like there are certain people, that you may not be able to confide in when it comes to how you feel, which is understandable, to protect yourself and not, beat yourself up over that, or, get too down on yourself for kind of hiding or, protecting your emotions, protecting yourself, putting those guards up and in place. The next card that came out is the Ace of Wands reversed. This could talk about delays, lack of motivation, lack of energy, lack of passion, feeling weighted down, and also boredom. Perhaps you don't have enough to do right now, or maybe you have too much and you're overwhelmed. I know what that feeling is like when, you have a lot of things on your plate and you're not really sure which way to go, where to start, what direction to take. That can be very burdensome at times, but this card speaks of a lack of passion, a lack of motivation, maybe even a lack of trying. Maybe, you've given up on trying. Perhaps these emotions that you're hiding need to be explored more so that you're able to find some kind of clarity moving forward. And so your drive returns, because right now it feels like whatever you're going through, whatever you're feeling is taking over, taking center stage, you know, and causing this lack of drive, this lack of determination, you know, maybe even the, you know, inability to try, or at least the, you know, not feeling like you want to. The next card out is the Knight of Pentacles. So this card talks about hard work, productivity, routine, conservation, efficiency, and responsibility. So, you know, there might be some of you out there that need to figure out how to balance, find some kind of balance with your responsibilities, whatever it is that is within, you know, your care. Finding a better way to juggle those things, a more efficient way if you struggle with that. But you're a hard, you know, you're a hardworking person. You work hard, you don't complain, you know. There's victory predicted. This card talks about public recognition, victory, progress, and self-confidence. So, you know, you experience a win that skyrockets your self-confidence, you know, it just boosts it exponentially. You know, this I think that that's what progress feels like for you. That's what the end result, you know, the reward of progress is that boost of self-confidence that you get when, you know, you are recognized for your hard work, you know. I think the, you know, your lack of determination right now, your lack of drive, the lack of energy, anything that you're lacking right now is just temporary. And I think it's tied in with whatever is you're feeling deep down inside. Something related to your emotions, you know, and feeling like you can't really go to anybody to talk, like, you know, it's difficult to find the words, you know, to express your emotions, and maybe you fear what will come from that. Page of Swords is here also. New ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, and new ways of communicating, restless, and mental energy. This card also could talk about someone that's got their eye on you, someone that's watching you from afar. There may be someone, another energy in your field, your energy, that is taking notice of you. Don't be afraid to explore any new ideas you have, new feelings that emerge from life, from love, if you are, you know, romantically involved or, you know, entertaining. That I don't feel like this reading is centered around love per se, but there may be someone in your energy field, like I said, that's noticing you, that's paying attention to you, and that's watching you and what you're doing, you know? But I feel like the recognition you receive is going to be in a very public way, you know? It could be on the job, which is what I'm feeling mostly. But yeah, that's all I have for the moment. Hopefully you enjoyed the reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, feel free to reach out. Outside of that, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do that. Like the video, share it if you're so inclined. Yeah, I'm Respect the Deck, and I'll be back again soon. Thank you. Later.